Living in a fast-paced society like this, people always do multiple things at the same time. For example, typing while eating, and answering phone calls while reading. Do you ever remember the last time you simply focused on one single thing? Small things that we consider to be normal, like listening to music while walking, is counted as multitasking.
The prefrontal cortex keeps our attention to carry out tasks. If a person only has to complete one task, both sides of the prefrontal cortex work together well. In contrast, when multitasking, two sides of the brain will work separately and we may make more mistakes in the tasks.
Multitasking has become more and more common these days with the increase in the use of technology. Hong Kong is a fast-paced city. People often multitask in order to save time, money, and increase productivity. Some research have been carried out to discover whether males or females have a higher ability in multitasking.
According to the research from psychologists of Brunel University London, there is no gender differences in multitasking abilities. People have a gender stereotype in multitasking abilities that females are better multitaskers due to taking care of their families and working simultaneously. More than half of the respondents think that there are gender differences in multitasking abilities. And of those who believe in gender differences, 80% believe that females are better than males in multitasking. Some people in Hong Kong are interviewed to discuss whether it is true in Hong Kong.
No.
No.
Yes.
I don't think I'm good at multitasking because I'm a teacher. In my daily teaching, I found that when I'm working on one thing and when I want to switch to another task, I will forget about the former task.
Yeah, because I usually do many things at the same time.
Yes. I think no, because I think it is related to personality, not a gender.
Yes.
No. I don't think so.
Yes. I think there are gender differences in multitasking, especially in the field of teaching. I found that female teachers are more capable of performing multitasking.
I think female is better because they need to handle a lot of things in their family or job.
I think female is better at multitasking. This is because women pay more attention to details and would like to fully utilize the time. Take housewives as example. They have to do a lot of housework, and in order to save time, they will usually do them at the same time.
I think there are two reasons. The first reason is that in our society, we usually give female some roles that are multitasking in nature. For example, some housekeeper, they need to multitask. For example, you need to do laundry and you need to cook at the same time because you have only a limited of time. You have to finish a lot of things. Second most important reason is that the female in a society, I think biologically, they are more capable of doing multitasking. There are some genetic differences between the male and the female.
The following experiment was designed to investigate whether males or females are better at multitasking. 10 males and 10 females were invited for the analysis. They are asked to play a multitasking game for 3 times to calculate their mean score and find out whether there are gender differences in multitasking. The materials we need is a computer, a survey, and a pen.
There are 4 tasks in the game. First, use the left and right arrow keys. The second task requires the use of the up and down arrow keys. The next task is to use the WASD keys. For the last task, the player has to hold a space bar to avoid the obstacle. After playing the games, they are asked to complete a survey to evaluate their performance.
Referring to the answers provided by our 14 interviewees, 64% of them think that they are not good multitaskers. And for the questions whether there are gender differences in multitasking abilities, the answers are 50-50. Surprisingly, all of them who chose there are gender differences perceive females are better at multitasking. However, after collecting the data, we discover a slight difference between the average scores. The average score for males is 44 and the average score for females is 49. Although the average score for females is higher than the males, the variance is not obvious. There are also some potential errors, for example, this turbulence from the environment and the frequency of using computers. Some participants are unfamiliar with the game for the first time. Therefore, the data collected may be inaccurate. To improve the experiment, the score of the first round should not be used. Furthermore, we found out there was an interesting phenomenon that people with a higher age tend to achieve a lower score in multitasking games. Nonetheless, due to the insufficient data supply, the result is inconclusive. Hence, we conclude that there are no gender differences in multitasking. The ability of multitasking may be affected by other factors such as age.